Beth Schupanitz here with Inspiring Health, and today I want to talk to you about, does fasting make your hair fall out? I get that question quite a bit because people have heard it elsewhere, and this question, it can be true for some people, and this is basically highlighting a deficiency, an underlying deficiency, or something bigger that we'll talk about in just a minute. And it's a real possibility, something to definitely consider. So before you start a fasting regimen, you want to make sure that you are eating high quality, whole food, fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. You know, I heard somewhere in one of my training sessions years ago, anywhere from 6 to 9 cups of vegetables and fruits on a daily basis to make sure that we're getting those good nutrients in. So what does your hair need to be healthy? Well, we need some vitamins, and those vitamins are vitamins A, B, C, D, and E. So taking a really good whole food multivitamin is really good, really key and necessary, as well as eating high quality foods. Obviously, foods first. But hair also requires minerals, quite a few minerals as well. But the key ones are zinc, iron, and selenium. And this is what's going on with our food. So you can eat those 8 to 9 cups that I heard years ago on a daily basis. But if our soils are depleted, and we live in a toxic society where there's lots of toxicity, lots of herbicides and pesticides and heavy metals and chemicals in our air and water and soils, our foods are not going to be as mineral rich or vitamin nutrient rich as they once used to be. So it's important to understand where your food's coming from. What is the soil like? And can we find out where that always is happening? I mean, I live in Minnesota, and obviously we get foods that are grown outside of the Northwest area or Midwest area. So we want to make sure that before we fast, we are eating and consuming lots of minerals, lots of vitamins, lots of fruits, vegetables, and I highly suggest taking a multivitamin because it's very difficult to get everything from what we need from foods alone. So supplementation bridges that gap from what we get from our foods and what we don't get from our foods. So ensuring that you're taking a good multivitamin. I also strongly suggest taking a good mineral supplement. One of them that's simple. This has over 72 different trace elements. The trace concentrates is really, really great to get your mineral balance up. And I have other products that I use through practitioner support companies. But getting a good multivitamin, multimineral is key. So that may be it right there, that you're mineral deficient. And when you fast, you're obviously not eating food. So then you get even more depleted. So before you start the fast, eat higher mineral rich foods, take a supplement, take a multivitamin mineral product. And then when you're fasting, you can take the concentrates during, or Himalayan sea salt in your water is also another great one. So when you start fasting, you're not eating, so that will deplete, and thus you can have hair loss. Another reason we may lose our hair while fasting is when we get into fasting, and after 17 hours or more, we get into what's called autophagia. And autophagia is self-cleaning of the cell. And when your body's super smart and amazing, and when it's self-cleaning, it's going to look for those destructive cells, those cells out there that are toxic, not functioning properly, and it's going to have cell destruction on them. It's called apoptosis. And when that cell, since it's a bad functioning cell, when that cell goes into apoptosis, it's going to release all the toxicity or the things that bad cell was hanging on to into our body, into our bloodstream. So a lot of them could be heavy metals. So if you have an underlying heavy metal problem, that is going to be something that you're going to want to address, and you're going to want to work with someone like myself or someone else who's been trained in heavy metal detoxification to get rid of that. Because what happens when the heavy metals are released out of the cell, because the cell has been destroyed by our body, it's self-cleaning. This is a good thing, and that's why we want to get into fasting, because our body can self-clean. the heavy metals will release out of the cell, and then it's going to hang on to the receptors of other cells and not allow minerals in. So it actually blocks the absorption of minerals into our body. So you may be taking in a lot of minerals and eating all the quality vegetables and fruits, but it's not penetrating the cell wall because those cell receptors are blocked by heavy metal toxicity. So we definitely don't want that. So understand that there may be a problem underlying with heavy metal toxicity or deficiency of vitamins and minerals. So these three things, you want to superload with healthy organic vegetables and fruit, supplements with your multivitamin, and possibly address heavy metal load. So I hope that helps answer your question, will I lose my hair during fasting? Well, not if you're prepared, not if you're doing the right things, and not if you're using some of the tools while you're in the fasting state. I hope this helps, and I hope you stay tuned. I'll be advertising and sharing with you my new Rise Up program that's going to be launching January of 2021. Oh my gosh, 2021. And will help you understand diet variation and fasting protocols that you can do. And I'm going to be there with you for 21 days. Hope this helps. Have a great day.